Hello party people! Today I want to take you to one of the craziest places in Berlin. Not only fans of street art, but also lovers of unusual lost places love this place. It's the
Teufelsberg.
On the hill you find striking buildings of a former field station by the US Armed Forces. After the military's pullback, the facility was used as an air traffic control radar station from 1991 to 1999. Since then, the buildings have been empty and decaying. And who comes first when a building has been empty for a long time? Graffiti artists! So here either. But now the site is organized by an urban art curator and I was invited by him to renew an old painting of mine. So here we go! But first we need the paint, of course. That's why I'm back in the studio now and wanna see if I have enough paint and the right colors. Let's check it. For this mural I wanted to use a very limited color scheme of just 2 color ranges. After sorting some cans for upcoming projects, I made a trip to the graffiti store to stock up. What a great selection! So I arrived at the Teufelsberg. This is the crazy area. It's full of street art. And you see these funny little globes. This is the wall I'm going to paint. Some noisy power generator is still disturbing the atmosphere. But they told me they will switch it off in a minute. So yeah, this is the wall. I used to paint it with JB, James Bullough, several years ago. As you see, this wall isn't in the best condition. That's why it's time for a renovation or a new painting on it. Yeah, so let's do it. For this project I'm using a special form of the well-known Doodle grid. Instead of applying various scribbles to the wall, I simply use a photo of the original wall as a grid. I made this sketch in Photoshop and laid it over the photo. And this is roughly what it should look like when it's finished. Of course, always with me is the good old telescopic ladder. But I just noticed that I won't reach the top with it. With the reference in the background, I can transfer the lines perfectly. It takes the whole day, but you don't need any further tools. It's definitely worth it. Okay, it's the second day at the Teufelsberg mountain. Yesterday I started with the sketch on the wall with my special kind of doodle grid. Today it's time to fill in the lines and start the actual painting. A scaffolding also arrived, so maybe we are going to build it up in a few minutes, and then the painting process will be even easier. It's very cool to be painting at the Teufelsberg again after 8 years. By the way, the painting next to mine is by my crewmates from The Weird, Dexter, HRVB and Look. It was created on the same day as our mural here, but it's still in better condition. There's nothing better than when the lines are pre-drawn and you can spend the whole day coloring while listening to audiobooks. Even with the scaffolding, I couldn't reach the very edge, so I had to use an old chair. Please don't try this at home. scaffoldings are practical, but they also have their pitfalls, especially when the ground is as uneven as it is here. It's a bit complicated to move them. Today is the fourth and final day of the action. I noticed that I completely forgot the laces on this shoe. They still need to be added. The two colleagues next to me who painted this huge wall only with regular paint were really cool. I will now show you a tiny selection of all the art on this site, my personal favorites, so to speak. Okay, enough. For more, you should just go there by yourself. It's definitely worth it, especially since you can now admire my new large painting over there. But first, I want to show it here to you. Cheers!